Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am sitting down with you guys to talk to you about my pregnancy update for weeks 14 through 17. This has been a very exciting month. We found out what the sex is, and I'm sure you can kind of guess by the decor behind me. But I just plan on talking to you guys about the sex, obviously, the names that we have, or the name that we already have the name, and maybe how we got to that name, any symptoms I've had, anything that I've been feeling or just thinking about in general about baby, about myself. And then I'm only going to talk about things I bought for myself this month because I bought a lot for the baby, and I'm going to do a complete separate video about that because it would be too long. So if you want to hear about my pregnancy update, just keep watching. Okay, so first we found this out not that long ago, so it's not very chronological order, but we know the sex. It's a girl, and her name is going to be Rory Grace. If you saw my last vlog, you already know this. I put it in there, but yeah, so I'll start with the name just because we've had people ask how we got to this, and it is a little cheesy, but it is very sentimental to me, and John liked it because of that aspect, and it's just a really cute name. It is Gilmore Girls inspired, but that's not really the whole reason behind it. In high school, I struggled with really bad depression, and this sounds so ridiculous, and sometimes everybody finds something different that works for them and that helps them get through their depression and anxiety. So if this worked for me and it sounds absolutely ridiculous, that does not mean it would work for you. So I would just come home from school, and it wasn't school that was causing my depression, that's a whole other video, but I would come home and I would just watch Gilmore Girls, and honestly, it would just take my mind off of it, and it's a lighthearted show, and I don't know, it just really got me through it, I guess, and just really took my mind off of it and let me focus on something else besides how I was feeling. And it was one of the only things that would actually make me laugh in a time where I wasn't really laughing that much. And then it got released on Netflix right when I started college. It got released January of my freshman year of college, which that year was pretty okay. Roommate issues, but nothing really bad. And then sophomore year, my dad had his heart surgery, and all that was hard. And then we found out he had cancer and he passed away, and I have been watching this show every night or every day since January of my freshman year of college. I'm not even kidding. That sounds ridiculous, and you're probably like, oh, you're exaggerating. And if John was here, I would have him come say something for me, because I don't even know how many times I watched this show now. Like, it's over 100 times. The second I in this episode, or in the last episode, I restart it. So it just was really, I don't know, it was something that's I've been watching for so long, even through the hardest of times. And I've always loved that name. I thought it's the cutest name. I don't like Lorelai, so we're not doing that for the name, and Rory as a nickname. Her name is Rory. And John knew how much I liked that, and we were sitting, before we were trying for babies, and we were just talking about baby names, just because who doesn't do that? And I had said that, and I thought he was going to be like, oh no, that's dumb, because he doesn't really like that show. He was like, yeah, why not? Like, that's a great name. So that's her name. And I am so in love with it, and I'll show all the decor stuff because that does have her name on it, and just some other things that I bought, and this will be her changing table behind me. But I'll show that in the baby girl haul video because there's just too much stuff. But that was a big thing I wanted to get out of the way. So now on to symptoms. Let me go back on my phone. So nothing really terrible. I was still struggling with some of the nausea in the beginning. Around week 14, I had a couple of days where I was a little nauseous. And I think I might have thrown up once, maybe. And I've had maybe a day once a week, or maybe once every other week, where I get nauseous. but I just kind of fight through it. I make myself not throw up. So I've actually been gaining weight, so I'm very happy about that. No complaints there at all. So when I do show my belly, it looks a lot bigger now, and it popped a lot. And then I've looked this up because I didn't know if this was a real thing or if I was just going crazy. And it's a real thing apparently. Your allergies can get worse because you have so much extra blood flow and stuff, and your sinuses can get, I don't want to say irritated, but sure. And so I've been dealing with that, and so I've been having to take a Benadryl every night before I go to bed, or else I'm a wreck in the morning or all day. Even with one, I'm still kind of itchy a little bit, like my eyes itching really bad right now. And then just like when I wake up in the morning, my nose is very stuffy and dry, even though we have a humidifier. But once I wake up and I start going about my day, it gets better. So it's not that big of a deal. Some headaches. I don't know if that's from being out in the heat more, because before I was trapped in my house, so I couldn't go out and see the sun. So that could be it. And the anemia doesn't help with that, obviously, and just being kind of tired in general. And I have asthma, so it's just a lot. And then I've had a little lower back pain. I can't, like, it's one of those things where you can't pop your back and that feels better. It's too low for that. And so, it's just kind of like your center of gravity, I guess, is shifting because of your extra weight in your stomach that I'm definitely not used to. So that's been a little painful, but it's not every day. And sometimes if I just I am in yoga, so that kind of helps a little bit. And then at week 16, when we found out the sex, they did tell us the heartbeat, and it was 152, so still really good. And we got to see her move in it, which we found out on the 24th of August. So the Saturday before that, I felt her move and kick for the first time. We were laying in bed watching a movie, and the tumbling sensation, kind of like the popcorn popping that you hear, it was kind of like that. And then I felt a little poke, and it was her kicking. So that was really cool. John couldn't feel it, but then when we went, and then I just kept feeling her every night. And then at the ultrasound, we saw her moving, and her hand was by her face, and it was super cute. And we saw her open her mouth, and she actually kicked the probe a little bit, so that was super cute to see. And then she's actually started kicking during the day now. Before, it was only when I was laying down still and at nighttime. Like, she would only kick at night. She wouldn't kick during the day. And now she's kicking if I'm in class, sitting there. It actually scared me the first time because she hasn't done it yet. And so I jumped a little bit, and people were staring at me. And John was actually able to feel a kick the other day. So it was really, really cool. It's still pretty early, so it doesn't feel like what you would think a baby kick would feel like. It's still pretty light, but it kind of feels like my stomach's twitching or somebody's poking my stomach from the inside out. So, but very lightly. But as she gets bigger, obviously, that'll get harder. And the other day there was a pretty hard one that, again, made me jump a little bit. So I'm still not really used to it. My hair has gotten a little thicker. My sister-in-law was braiding it the other day and playing with it because we're weird. And she was like, "Is your hair thicker?" And I was like, "I don't know. I touch it every day. I don't notice." So, but then I was thinking about it, and it feels a lot thicker, and I have a lot more everybody has baby hairs, but I have long ones, it's growing. And so that was a little nice change. And then let's see. I did finish my registry, thank goodness. It was taking forever, and there were a few things I couldn't add until we found out the sex, just because I wanted pink or blue or whatever, girl colors or boy colors. So that's finally done. I'm thinking about doing a separate video on that, just because I feel like your registry is very frustrating. There are so many different options for every single baby item: bassinets, changing tables, changing pads, diapers, blah blah blah. So I think I might do that and just kind of insert a picture of what I'm getting or what I registered for, and then have a link of it down below. And we do live in an apartment, so we're not getting a whole nursery. So if Some of you either do live in a house and you just don't want to have a nursery yet, or you don't have money for it. Totally, yes, it's expensive. Or if you also live in an apartment and you just kind of want to see how to do this without having a ton of room or an extra room for a baby, I definitely think I'm going to do that, just because I know that would have, I've watched a lot of them and they were really helpful. And so, and I'm just interested in it. So, and if you guys have any tips, I mean, I say I'm done, but if somebody said something that I like really needed, then I would probably look into it and probably add it. So, and then the only thing I've really been thinking about is labor. I mean, I have a while, but I'm about to start my 18th week. So I'm 2 weeks away from halfway, which is insane. But honestly, I'm just planning on going with the flow. Like, I'm not against doing it naturally. I'm not against doing it with an epidural. I would prefer vaginally, but sometimes you can't plan for stuff. So I'm honestly just gonna try and go with the flow, which is not my personality type at all. I am not a go with the flow person at all. I'm a planner. But I just read a lot of things, and I mean, some people's opinions are not necessarily the most accurate. They're just personal opinions, I guess. But there are some pros to trying to do it naturally. You don't tear as bad just because you can't feel yourself pushing as hard. What else? You can walk around. And so if you're gonna have a long labor, I honestly do not want to be stuck in that bed for, my mom had a really long labor, I want to say, like over a day, over 24 hours long. And that would suck, to be in bed for 24 hours straight. That would be awful. And then another thing is that sometimes it can slow down labor. So if you're progressing really fast, if you get an epidural, sometimes it can slow it down and take longer. And so I think going into it, I'm going to try my hardest to go as long as possible without it. And if that means I get to a point where I'm too far along that I can't get it, then that's a good reason not to get one. And you can't suck it up. But I also know that I don't have at least I don't think I have a very high pain tolerance. So honestly, I'm just going to play it by ear. You have your opinions, I have mine. I'm fine with either. And honestly, as long as the baby's out and healthy and breathing, and really how you get it out, it doesn't really matter. So kind of like feeding. As long as your baby's getting fed, it doesn't matter if you breastfeed, pump, formula feed, it's all the same. Your baby is healthy and living, so who really cares? Too many people, that's who. And then, oh, okay, I just missed this one. One symptom is I have not been sleeping very well. And I read that you can be kind of develop insomnia, which it's not that I can't go to sleep, it's that I'm not staying asleep, which I never have, but I'm waking up a lot. Not even necessarily to go to the bathroom, but just tossing and turning, and my dreams are waking me up. They're very vivid. So that's been kind of hard. So I've been sleeping in a little later to kind of counteract the time I'm awake during the night. So that's I don't have that many bad symptoms. Honestly, compared to the first trimester, I cannot complain, because that was awful. And you guys know, obviously, from my updates. So I'm very happy about that. Okay. Yeah, so I will show you what I bought for myself. I did go maternity clothes shopping yesterday because my one pair of jeans don't fit, and even if they did, they have a hole in them now. And my leggings are like cutting into my stomach, and you can like see, like, it's kind of like a muffin top. It's so uncomfortable. I take them off and there's a huge indentation line. So I was like, this is ridiculous. And it was Labor Day weekend, so they had tons of sales. Not tons. Motherhood maternity was a little pricey, but what I got something that had a deal. I think the jeans were buy one get one half off. Leggings didn't have a deal, and then bras were buy 3 get 1 free. And I was like, I don't need 4 bras. I mean, maybe I do, but I don't want 4 right now. So I only got the jean deal. But then I also went to Carter's and I went to Old Navy to look at baby stuff, and they had amazing deals. So when I'm gonna do a separate video, because like I said, I bought so much stuff that it's gonna take too long to put in this one. So bras, I am wearing one right now, so I can't show you, but it's just a nude bra. It does have underwire, which I know people are like, don't wear underwire when you're breastfeeding. But sometimes you're wearing clothes, like if I'm going to church, sometimes I have an outfit on that looks better if you have an underwire bra and some support. And it's a demi bra, I believe. Yeah, so it's not full coverage, and then it is still nursing, so it still works, and it's nude. And then I got a sleep one that's kind of like a sports bra, which is good because my sports bra that I have that's not a nursing bra, it does not fit. It is getting very tight. So it does have my deodorant stains on it. I need to wash it, but it's just black. It's not pretty. Like, there's not that many pretty nursing bras, especially sleep ones. I don't even know if that's a thing. If there are, I might want to get a couple, but they're probably super expensive. I mean, this one was still pretty pricey. I think this was $25 for pretty much a sports bra, which that's kind of pricey, but it looks like this. It has the clasps, and then it has kind of ruching right here, and it does have padding. So that's really nice. I like that. And then I was a 32B before I got pregnant. My demi bra is a 32C now, and it fits fine. So I'm definitely getting bigger. I might have to get another size that's even bigger than that, but honestly, I need something right now. I can't go wearing what I have already. So, and then I got a small in this, and this fits fine also. So, and it has three little clasps instead of two, so that's really nice, especially if your boobs are just getting bigger. So, and like I said, they're both nursing bras. And then I got a pair of leggings. They're just the full panel. And you guys, if you are pregnant and you have pants that are kind of tight, the second you put on maternity pants with full panel, your life has changed. You never want to go back. So I'm so glad I did this because I didn't even want to take them off. Even the jeans. And who likes wearing jeans? Nobody. I didn't even want to take them off. And then I got, both of these pairs are skinny jeans. I like skinny jeans. And some people say that they just buy leggings and then just wear leggings throughout their entire pregnancy, which is fine. But my job does not allow that, and my research position does not allow that. I have to look somewhat presentable. So I had to have jeans, and like I said, yeah, no. So they look like this. They're a medium wash, I would say, because the other pair are definitely a light wash. And they're, like I said, they're just skinny, and then they have the full panel. It's just buckled down, and then it is nude, which I really like for if your shirt rides up a little bit, or if you're wearing a shirt that's either see-through or a light colored. It's not going to be as revealing as a black panel, obviously, duh. And I want to say it was this pair. One of these pairs was $49.95, which is kind of pricey. And then the other pair was $39.95, I believe. So one of these was, the cheaper one was half off, I believe. And then the other pair I got was this light wash, and it has a rip in the knee, which I can't wear these to work or to research, so it's this pair. That pair over there, but I like these. They were super cute and very trendy. And so I figured I could wear these like if I'm out with John or friends or something. So they're very cute, and they had a lot of styles. They had ones that were not skinny jeans. It is a little pricey, but they can kind of do that because you're gonna need it at some point. I mean, some people don't have to have jeans all the time, which is very nice. I envy you, but you kind of need it at some point. So, and it's very stretchy, and it does, the panel comes up like under my bra, so I tuck it, but once I get bigger, it's obviously gonna fit way shorter. So I'm very happy with those purchases, and I've just been wearing dresses. I've just been wearing dresses all the time because my pants don't fit and they're uncomfortable anyways, and it's been hot, so like at least there's a breeze with the dress. So yeah, I am wearing a dress, so I cannot show you my bump bare, but you can see it without me pulling anything up. So let me show you that. Okay, so this is it. Very visible, I think, even in a dress. So it's hard everywhere now, not necessarily up here, but like starting like right here, it just gets hard. And then there's that bump right there. So I am about to start 18 weeks. So this is 18 weeks pregnant for me, which it really popped from my last update but that's okay. I'm starting to gain weight and I'm keeping it, so I'm very happy. But she's usually kicking around here, sometimes even lower, but it's usually around here. And then the ligament pain is also kind of starting to hurt. Okay guys, well that is it for my pregnancy update, weeks 14 through 17. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you stuck around till the end, thank you. But if you like me, give this video a like, and if you want, subscribe. I would love to connect with you. And if you have any video suggestions or any tips that I need to try for my pregnancy updates for myself, for the baby, please let me know. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and I will have another video up in the next few days. Bye guys.